Start. Okay.
See it.
There it goes. Oh, and
Alrighty.
yeah, there we go. All right. And we're live. Current viewers 0.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
As many viewers I want.
Mm-hmm. Well. Yay, alright. Kilgore Void, what up? Goofball geese this side of the
Hello.
Mississippi. I am dropping frames like it's hot.
Amazing.
But hopefully it'll cool down like it usually does.
Ah.
Here, let me check if I have anything else open too. Oh yeah, this could definitely be it. Quits. Alright, it looks like it's falling very slowly. Good.
Great.
Played a tiny bit of FTL today.
So that's what you want.
About 15 minutes. Is everyone familiar with FTL? One of the greatest games ever made by human beings. I booted up FTL for like the first time in a year, and apparently there was a game already in progress, so I just started playing it. I was like one jump away from the end, and I almost won. Yes, faster than light. I was rocking it, and then I got to the end. They hacked my pilot, which is like one of the worst things that can happen, but I fixed it, and I am still dropping frames, like 30%. What is the dealio? No. All right, well.
You should probably close all your porn.
Yeah. All right, maybe it'll get better. It was getting better, and now it's getting a lot worse, but maybe it'll get better. Now it's up to 40%. But it looks okay to me.
Good.
Physically, so. Kilgore Void Love hates the game. Oh, it's so crushing when you lose. It's so crushing. Speaking of so crushing, does everybody see? I did a little bit of work. I probably did an hour more work on the little banana eel. And I think he looks super dapper. I did his saddle the exact same way I did all of their clothing, just layering up the same blues. Same purple tongue as the other salamander that has a tongue out. And I made a really interesting discovery with this guy.
It's very adorable.
There goes my airbrush. I actually filled it. I actually filled it up before the stream so that it wouldn't go off right away. I must have a slow leak somewhere.
Ah. So do I.
Yeah, nanner saddle. And then one thing to make it look more like I did everything on purpose, which I think was super successful, is I watered down some white paint with some acrylic medium and some matte medium, and then I used it to highlight his muscles and raised areas. And I think that does everything in terms of making it look like I tried. I also added some lines on his tail. I think this guy is one of the best parts of the whole project, and he took 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that saddle looks really good.
I dare you to give him either a Dole or a Chiquita banana sticker. Gotta go Chiquita. They had much better wartime practices. I also noticed on one of these bases that they came with is a little skull, and I don't want a little skull. So I am going to use just a little bit of green stuff to turn that skull into just a skull-shaped rock. Because I want these guys to be friendly.
Skull-shaped
I
rock.
don't want them to be evil. Skulls are for evil. Skulls are for the bad guys. These guys are the good guys. So they don't have a skull. They have a skull-shaped rock.
Wonderful.
So I'm using a little green stuff. I obviously made way too much, which is how I always do green stuff. And then I'm using a silicone brush that's way too soft in order to sculpt it. I've been looking at buying.
Jeez.
I've been looking at buying a new set of acrylic or a new set of rubber brushes because these ones are not very good. Hope's here and Ash is here in spirit.
You want him to be a herder?
All right, see, that doesn't look like a skull anymore. It's just a rock. All right. What am I going to do?
You don't want the skull there?
Mm-hmm.
But did you take into consideration what the
That's
skull
true.
wants?
Zerg619, hello.
You asked the skull?
EonsOfBattle. I did not ask the skull. I forced my will upon it without taking
rude.
its feelings into account.
You're not supposed to do that.
All right, but that looks like that'll do it.
Look at that skull-shaped rock.
All right, so I had decided for my bases that I want to do brown, red, and green, and I think the red is going to come in with some of my flocking material, and I want to make myself some flower petals to sprinkle around. And I was going to use coffee filter, but it turns out that we don't own any because our coffee machine uses a reusable plastic strainer. So have to wait on that, but also his hand is not quite up to scratch. So I'm gonna real quick on this guy who's riding nanners. I'm gonna real quick do some TLC to his hand.
Learning channel.
Skullduggery. I could use tea bags. That is a very good idea. And my models will smell really nice. Wow. Lucky bat coming through.
Yeah, lucky bat has all the ideas.
But that would have been prepared beforehand, so I'll just do it after. But yeah, this should be the very last stream. This is going to be the very last stream with the Salamanders. It's the end of an era.
End of an era. We've learned so much. We've grown so much.
Now we know how to use yellow.
We know how to use yellow.
Ooh, speaking of know how to use yellow, I made another discovery. Always make sure to teabag your models. Always. I put a little tiny white dot
fans.
in all of their black eyes, and I think it adds a lot. So actually, let's do that now.
I think I saw that in the photos.
Yeah, if anyone's following along on Insta, on the gram, you can actually see things.
Yeah, I love my gram.
You can see things in better than HQ quality.
HQ.
All right, so loaded up the brush and dot. This guy's going to be looking kind of up. And dot. Aww.
Do you remember when we first started using? We first were like trying to figure out how to do Eons of Battle, and you wanted to use your HQ quality camera.
Was it a flip?
It was like I swear it was like a family like camcorder.
Sounds about right. Because it's used for filming.
And it wasn't yeah. And it wasn't HD. It was just HQ.
High quality. But it's for filming. Why would we use a photo camera for filming?
Yeah. And then we just switched to the old Canon Rebel T2i. Got us through many years and
Yes,
still
it's
is.
still what we shoot on. If anyone's showing up late, look at Nanners. I did a little extra work on him, and pretty much wrapped him up. Isn't he adorable? Boy, though, it sure does look like he's biting through his own tongue. You know what? You gotta put material somewhere. And these do seem to be designed with printing in mind, because all of their features are very kind of thick and chunky, except for this sword. Although this sword is somehow really nice and flexible, when everything else is not.
Interesting.
I think it's because it's so long and thin.
Zerg 6-1. Zerg 619 was streaming a few hours ago the building of a XV-88 battlesuit with missile pods in papercraft.
Very cool. I'll have to check that out. Are you going to be streaming again one of these days? Zerg 619?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you gotta let us know when the stream is.
It's too late now.
Unless it's recorded, we can go back and watch it.
Nanners be looking like a minion. Yeah. I think Nanners... I mean, I love all of the Salamanders, but I think Nanners might be my favorite. And he took, by far, the least amount of time. Alright, what was I up to? Oh yeah, this guy's hand. What color would the saddle... the little saddle holder be? I'm going to say it's going to be gray and black and white. Where's the black paint? There it is. Does anybody else use P3 paints? Privateer Press's P3 paint range? I don't see them used very often. I like them. I think they're quality.
Quality paints.
Oop. Except for this white, the cap just came off. But you know what? It's really not a big deal.
I think you should move it over into a dropper bottle.
Yeah, of course.
I saw on Instagram somebody just bought a bunch of Games Workshop paints. Like, they're brand new to the hobby, and they're already transferring their paints over to dropper bottles. You know, before they even started, they bought a start collecting, and then they bought paints, and then now they're moving they're moving the paints over to the dropper bottles. They don't even know if
they like the droppers or not, but they know to move them. What a weird thing 2020 has done to us all. That's the true harm of 2020.
Yep.
It's the dropper fad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only thing that happened.
Joy Flores has about 3 P3 paints, skin tone yellow, both good. They're hard to get locally. If anything, it's imperative to transfer texture paints to dropper bottle. Texture paints like the sand and stuff?
Yep. Oh yeah.
How would you put that in a dropper? Droppers are not a fad, it's a lifestyle. That's very good, Dr. Drokel.
Very true.
Very good. It's a way of life.
And Zerg 619 streams Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. Or maybe until 10. Okay. Is that what time? Like Central Time? Different time? Other time? Mountain Time?
Nether Time? Martian Time?
Nether Time?
Golden Time? Quittin' Time? Which time is it?
I love quit time.
Quittin' Time is the best. There's no quittin' time when you're a content producer.
No,
Yep.
to go to bed for when you die.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Miller time.
Miller time! Oh, he found the best
Love
possible time. It's Miller
Yep.
time. It's Miller time.
Kilgore Void.
Nailed it.
Just tip the pot upside down and let the texture poop into the dropper bottle. Absolutely flawless.
Kilgore Void, you sent
Yeah.
us all the links today, right? To the Fallout miniatures? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. I took a look at all of them. They're pretty cool. A lot of them aren't. I think I'll probably be sticking to the official models because they're exact. But there was one that was the two-headed cow that was exactly like the Brahmin, and that one might be worth looking into because it is pretty hilarious. Although they gave it like a scorpion tail, which was a little bit odd. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure the Brahmin from at least from Fallout New Vegas do not have scorpion tails. But it's so cute, and it looks so much like the Brahmin that the traveling merchants have. Kilgore Void has the Brahmin. It's quite a rabbit hole you've collected though. Like, you have stuff based on every different faction. Like, are you putting together like a little collection of Fallout inspired models? Kilgore?
Yeah.
Oops. Kilgore Void. Ages ago, they made a they had a collection of Fallout miniatures. Any other Fallout fans here? Or are you all filthy? What's the other Fallout game? The fantasy Fallout game. Skyrim. Do you all like Skyrim? Like a bunch of losers?
I don't like Skyrim.
I've never played Skyrim. But I like laser guns and mutants more than fantasy. Usually. Oops.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls.
I get
That's
Elder
correct.
Scrolls confused with the one Nick just said that I already forgot.
It's part of the
is
same
it?
thing.
Oh, is it the same game?
Yeah, it's like Elder Scrolls Skyrim, I think.
Oh, so it's like a sequel.
Could just be talking on my ass. I think that's the series is called Elder Scrolls.
Is that also The Witcher?
Right? Am I right? I don't know about that.
The Enclave box that Modifius is putting together looks great. Pangburn Duck, is that one of the official? I bought some of the official models, but I don't remember what company makes them. They were a little pricey for what you get. Witcher is different and also great. Skyrim is the fifth game. The fifth game of Skyrim, or is there like a bunch of games and Skyrim is number 5?
The fifth game of Elder Scrolls.
Oh.
The fifth game of Elder
Well, that's why I get them all confused, because they're all the same
series.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, where do I have a leak? That's annoying.
I took a leak.
Okay, Kilgore Void is going to give us the rundown on Elder Scrolls.
Perfect. We'll know everything about it then.
Yeah. Alright, Elder Scrolls Arena, Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, Elder Scrolls Morrowind, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and then Elder Scrolls Skyrim. And there's also side games. Oh my god, what is this? Final Fantasy? Or not Final Fantasy. What's the one with Final Fantasy and Disney?
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts looks like a nightmare.
I have no idea. Yep.
I'm sure they're like fun games to play, but the actual like story and idea of them. I think once
I love just guessing until either we figure it out or someone else does, and it's usually somebody else.
Kingdom Hearts. I knew a teacher of mine wanted to get a full chest tattoo of Kingdom Hearts. If Nick, it was Corey. Corey wanted to get a full chest tattoo of a Kingdom Hearts like mural. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
He loves Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, Corey's a gamer.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I don't know, it surprises me that he would. I guess he had other tattoos. Yeah. I'm surprised he isn't afraid of needles.
He was my costume professor.
Just seems like he would be.
I studied costume making for part of my college career. Got pretty good at it, too. I can hem, I can sew, I can slip stitch. I can serge, I can pleat, I can pattern, I can drape.
Let's just keep bragging now.
I could give those 8-year-olds in Hong Kong a run for their money.
Oh my god.
Do I have a hobby?
It's funny because it's absolutely a fact.
Oh, do I not have a hobby knife around near me? I don't even prepare. This is very unprofessional. I'll be right back.
You should keep one in your pocket.
I should. You know what? I'm just gonna plow ahead. I'm gonna start painting. All right. So the bases are gonna be brown, green, and red, but the red's gonna come later. So I think I'm gonna base coat them all with some green. But I really should mask the salamanders. So I will still be right back because I got to get masking material.
I love that so much. EOB cosplay. We do have a video on some prop making.
Does that mean we're getting an EOB cosplay channel? It could.
So, we have the bolt gun.
We do. Somewhere, probably. Might be in the attic.
Oh. I looked at that video recently.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I found an update video.
Our update videos are always the best. That's why they're all gone.
It was, yeah. And you had, I was holding the foam one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were holding the MDF one.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a whole project. We were going to build a bolt gun out of MDF so that we could cast it. And we would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. And like jobs and responsibilities
Yep.
and stuff.
Yep.
The FDM one weighed like 8 pounds.
Yep. The STL.
Yeah, sorry about the stream, guys. I have no idea why it's really struggling. I'm not doing anything different.
I mean, I told you why. Uh-huh. The porn in the background.
Well, I mean, I don't want to stop my downloads. I'm a quarter of the way through.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Lucky Bat. Wow, I miss him already.
To happen.
Are you guys seeing the stream?
You left.
Oh, right.
You left.
Ah, like Jesus.
Yes.
That's what you get for Central Time.
This is what you get for. Yep.
All right.
Daggum it! They're using all the internets.
All right. Oh, look at his little face sticking out from the silly putty. All right, silly putty is great for masking, guys. It should be in everyone's toolbox. All right, but what green? I think I'm gonna use some wog flesh.
They used to call me a toolbox.
Feels a little Japanesey. I googled a couple of images. All right. Or do I paint brown and then green? The silly putty does not take the paint off because the silly putty is not tacky. It's not sticky at all. So actually, the silly putty just sits and it doesn't, the paint does not stick to it. The only thing silly putty sticks to is rubber. It's going to have a bad time. One time when I was a very small child, do you all know what a koosh ball is? It's like a little toy made of rubber bands. I made my silly putty fight my koosh ball. And it stuck. And I tried to put it in the microwave to get it off, and it just burnt.
Wait, use the microwave?
Yeah, I thought the microwave might melt the silly putty out of the koosh ball.
Oh my god.
It didn't.
No. Wow.
Yeah, silly putty is epic for painting and airbrushing.
Anyone hear about Adepticon 2021, if it's happening or not?
Sports ball is happening. Football. Does that mean particularly anything?
Well, that's not.
That's
inside.
true. That's not inside. It's not a bunch of fat guys inside playing games.
And skinny people that can't stand up too quick. That one's me. We all have problems.
We're all flawed in our own unique ways.
Loved it so much.
All right, this is too watery. There we go.
The Adepticon's in Schaumburg, Illinois, right?
I think so. Sounds right.
I don't know if I would bet on it.
Yeah, we got the Corona capital of the
Illinois
world
is,
to our north.
Yeah.
I think Wisconsin is the Corona capital of the world. They're number 1.
Yes. Yeah. Number 1 in beer brats and
Yeah.
Corona. Which is just neat.
Corona beer, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Boy, I am doing a poor job of mixing my airbrush paint. It is very watery. I've switched from water to flow improver, so I think I'm readjusting. Because I started out using like acrylic medium, and then I switched to flow improver, and then I ran out of flow improver, so I just used water for like 2 years. And now I'm using flow improver again. USA number 1. Woot woot.
Yes.
Pangburn Duck blames tourists from Illinois. That's probably true.
From Illinois? Or to Illinois? For everything.
Oh, now it's just clogged. I'm having no success with this Rhinox hide through the airbrush.
I bet you'd have a better success if you put it in a dropper bottle.
Oh, for sure.
I live in Wisconsin, and I'm from Rockford. I've seen both sides. Lol. Yep. Love your cheese, mate.
Come on, hold out a little farther. I'm working through a clog.
I had that this morning,
Oh yeah, every morning of my life.
but not for airbrushing.
All right, that should be good for the brown. I am gonna real quick rinse and clean the brush.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Don't forget the beer. Love a good spotted cow. So Zerg619, do you stream on YouTube?
As soon as I leave the frame.
As soon
Yep.
as he leaves the...
I could not tell you. It is very like steady with the frame rate drop. We've been dropping about 35 on the dot.
Nice.
It is.
Did you give your old poo a restart?
I haven't in a minute. Could be. Seems like that'd be silly. You know what though? I was running Photoshop,
Good old
and
Catalina.
Catalina hates my 2015 Photoshop. It just doesn't really work. It crashes constantly and randomly. The really nice thing about Catalina is it just ruins anything that's a little old or out of date or useful or convenient. The nice thing about Catalina though, Catalina is the new operating system that you can download to any computer and it'll just stop.
Well, not anymore.
The Catalina's not new? Well, it's not new.
There's another one now. Well, yeah.
Is there like Catalina 1 or something? Or Catalina 1.2?
No, there's another one, Big Sur. That's I think it's in open beta. So if you really want to fuck it up,
Big
get
Sur?
that. Yeah, because that's it's a mountain range or mountain thing in California.
Oh, that sounds weird. It sounds is the next one going to be called Chungus?
Big Sur.
It's kind of a fun.
Yeah, which
a
it is
fun name.
actually.
Like Catalina's a nice name.
Look at that Big Sur. Yeah, I've been to Catalina.
Yeah,
well, you've been to Catalina.
It's very nice.
I've been there
Picturesque.
twice. It is nice. It is.
But, all right, I'm throwing a little bit of Vallejo earth just to accent my rocks and my brown. Oop, and to fix some spots I missed. Because I don't want to do any dry brushing on the bases. I don't want any dry brushing or washes on the models. Because I think it wouldn't look clean. It wouldn't be the look I'm going for. So, just airbrushing and brushwork. That's what I want. For my good old Salamanders.
Oh yeah, and then Zerg619. Are you using the same username
Oh yeah.
on Twitch? Because I'll watch too.
Mhm.
I'll see this.
Really? Come on now. The joys of airbrushing. You don't always get what you want. Come on. One more. All right. We are just all sorts of problems here today. Catalina is probably a fine OS. It's just not what I should be running on. Because I'm a weirdo. And Apple is not about weirdos. It's about people who've got the newest, the latest, the best. Who stay up to date and always click update. I use a hot mess of programs.
You got left
I use
behind.
a hot mess of programs. And games and apps.
Yep. Good old. Yep. Zerg619. What's your Twitch username? Yep. You got left behind. Geez, yeah. I don't know, because I have a MacBook Pro, and I've had it for, I don't know, 2 years, and the touch bar flashes, which is not great.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
I could totally see the touch bar being a game changer, though, if like apps were developed for it with a touch bar in mind.
Mm-hmm. There's some stuff for it. There's some stuff for it. The thing is, I don't know. I have a second display, so I don't have my laptop open. So it just doesn't matter.
So you're not a true Apple fanboy.
No, I don't even have an Apple monitor because those are just not worth it.
Wineskin all day, every day. I wish I had a good wineskin. Just getting toasty. I love a good wine. Wine drunk on a Thursday.
One, two. It's Tuesday.
Wine drunk on a Thursday. Well, come Thursday.
Ooh, we might have a very exciting stream.
Speaking of a very exciting stream, let's see how this green wants to play through my airbrush.
All right, take your bets, guys.
That's okay. It's a little opaque, which is interesting. I'm running a P3 paint.
What, you don't want to pay for a $1,000 monitor stand? Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Holy cow! What was Apple thinking?
That's a real thing.
Yes,
People will
they
buy
will.
it, and then they do.
Oop, that was a lot of green. Come on. Am I out? I am out. All right. Little top off. Little top off, and then...
Well, I'll top you off, all right.
I would almost love a little company to start in a garage, and it's called Pear. And they make computers.
And then they get sued.
You can't own fruit-based...
The logo looks too similar.
Oh, yeah, it'll look identical.
Oh no, there was an app that had a barely a similar fruit-based logo, and they sued them, like a startup, and they sued them.
Which, so has Apple has abandoned their like original look, right? Where they were like, we're little old Apple, started out of a garage, built ourselves up from nothing, because they're the big guys now.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no going back.
No.
Although as soon as they figure out how to reincarnate Steve Jobs, I think everything will be fine again.
Yeah, no, Steve Jobs is alive.
And as soon as they figure out how to thaw him out...
iJobs.
iJobs. That should be the new OS. Not Brabadop or whatever it's called. Well, it was just like, what was it, a grunt?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Big Sur. Like, you're looking big, sir. I think it should be called Wildfire.
That'd be a better name.
Because it's supposed to be California-based.
I get it now. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. I think they'd probably get in trouble.
Who would be upset? Everyone loves to laugh at California.
The people. So the people in California probably wouldn't like it, and that's a lot of people.
That's true. That's true. It's like their main business center.
40 million people.
Yeah, but they're dropping like flies
It
because of the
smells
fire.
like burning sometimes.
Yeah, that 40 million is dropping every day.
Mm-hmm. Well, people are moving out too.
Yeah, we got a good 2 years left, I think. Maybe 3 or 4. Until America's just a husk. You guys enjoying the stream today?
Like corn huskers. It's a very stream.
Nothing but technical problems.
It's a very steady
airbrush
stream.
problems. But we are getting there.
Well, appearances can be deceiving.
I don't get it.
Yeah, get it? That was over avoid.
Yep, and that's enough airbrushing because it's clogged again. So, let's say that's enough airbrushing. And that's probably should be all we need to do. All right. So, if you guys can see with the remaining 55 frames, they're looking fine. They're looking nice and foresty.
Oh my gosh.
Time to take away the silly putty, which should come off perfectly, and it does.
I like how you gave yourself an out just in case it didn't.
Looking nice and swampy. Yeah. Ooh, let's uncover his face. Aw, look at that little charmer. That little Charmander. Charmander was a lizard, right? He was a Pokemon. I know that.
Yeah. Yep. He was a Pokemon.
I know a fun fact about Charmander. If his tail ever stops being on fire, he dies. Which means Charmander has never taken a bath. Why would you risk it? Why would you take a bath and die? If the fire touches your tail once. Not worth it.
Do you put a bag on it?
No, that doesn't work either because then
then
the fire would get choked out from no air.
Do you pump oxygen underneath the bag?
Alicia Spice likes Pokemon. Well, I'm sure you can corroborate all I'm saying about Charmander. And how Charmander is the smelliest Pokemon. Because it's impossible for them to take a bath. I guess they wipe clean. Like, they get a rag and, like, a squirt bottle.
That's a good way.
Some of the Pokemon descriptions are downright horrifying. Well, I mean, most of them get imprisoned in a ball. So...
And that sounds like fun to me. Weren't we all imprisoned in a ball before?
In a way. It's one way of looking at it.
We're just talking about life, you know?
Maybe they take dust baths. Lucky Bat says they take dust baths like a chinchilla. Chinchilla, an epic pet, by the way. I had a chinchilla for a few years. And they are fun. And they're really smart. Ours was litter trained. Or I guess wood chip trained. It didn't have litter.
It did litter, though.
Yeah, it was a criminal.
Like threw stuff on the
Oh
ground.
yeah, in front of cops.
Yeah.
High-speed pursuits. As a pet, though, he was very good. Yeah, he's
That's good.
currently serving 16 to life at Rikers, but for acts of terrorism.
Oh man.
That's true. Maybe his tail basically can't go out because they do make him fight water Pokemon that could kill him. The children force Charmander to battle his mortal enemy, which is water.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Our BPM was pretty low. Just wanted to,
That's burps per minute.
just wanted to, yeah. Just want to bring that up. It's a new YouTube metric.
Yeah, YouTube actually, we got an email saying that our BPM was pretty too low.
Yep.
So we were going to be punished. It's 40 lashes if you break any... Yeah.
Demonetized.
No, it's 40 lashes if you break any of the terms and conditions. They take you to Silicon Valley, they string you up. Remember, they hit you with a cat of nine tails, like a pirate.
They make you go fight forest fires.
For $1.
Yeah, 51 minutes for the first burp. Pretty bad. I need some burp water. That's really what I need.
You need some fuel.
I haven't had burp water in years.
Fuel, just like the fires in California.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What a weird day we're having, folks.
Yeah. Yep.
And you guys are only seeing like 55% of it.
I remember being out there. Yep. I remember being out there, and everyone, like, the wildfires like last year were bad. Not as bad as this year. And everyone's like, oh, is it happening like right outside your house? I was like, no, I live in Long Beach. Like, I live by the beach. That's far away.
Link eats the hearts of monsters to sustain himself. Isn't that what we all do, though? Don't we all just battle monsters and then eat the hearts?
Someone else does in a factory farm. And then we just buy the hearts.
Joey Flores, work just pulled me away. I heard you guys talking about YouTube? YT? Have you guys ever gotten demonetized or any of the other YouTuber? Yes, we have. Didn't we get? I thought we got a bunch of claims back when we were doing it in college, where it would get claimed for like an hour or two.
No. I don't remember that. I think it was. They had to, because what we were doing, which was dumb, is we weren't pre-uploading. We were just uploading it whenever. Yeah. So they have to check to make sure that your ads. So I think we just pre-uploaded from then on, because I have to do the same thing now. You have to upload it a few hours in advance. Although now our account is trusted, so if I say that we don't do anything naughty, and it's proven that we didn't do anything naughty, they trust us, and then we get ads right away.
Little do they know they cannot trust us.
It's a little silly. Nah. You can't throw a swear word in the first 5 minutes, or else you have like, it's like not safe for ads, and you have like, there's only certain ads that could be put on your account or on that video.
Joke's on them though. They should see what we get away with on our OnlyFans.
I know that. Yeah. Good old paywall though. I know. The History of Hyenas. their podcast. Chris Stefano and Giannis Pappas. They for a while they were making sure they didn't swear for 5 minutes. They'd make jokes about waiting to say to say a swear. It's pretty ridiculous, though.
All right. Speaking of pretty ridiculous, it is 9:55, so we're going to be wrapping up in about 5 minutes, folks. And it'll be the last stream of these little salamander guys, so get your last looks in now. Although they will be up on Instagram if you guys actually want to really
look at them. Yep.
If you don't want to look at just 55% of them. You know, though, they always say be consistent. So, this is consistently bad. Oh. Kilgore Boy's gonna miss these little dudes.
Nothing naughty. So YouTube doesn't know about the OnlyFans. I know, right? I think that YouTube should have an OnlyFan competitor.
Yeah. It'll be called it'll be called You Naked Tube.
Your tube. Show your tube. Will we ever see Nick host one of these streams?
I mean, we co-host.
That's a great question.
So you're getting half.
Yep. I don't know. I think it was like the very first stream that we did, someone said, like showing off the 3D modeling.
That'd be kind of down for that. Take a night off of painting, and Nick will,
yeah, that'd be pretty good. Oh, good. Oh, goodness. Biddy tube, meat tube, you nude.
You nude. You nude is my favorite. You nude. Gonna hop onto you nude. The algorithm is bonkers on you nude.
Yeah. It's bitchin'.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. Wouldn't we all? It's just this live stream again, but without our clothes.
Yes.
We actually put the clothes on. That's why the stream, digitally, that's why the stream is so laggy.
Oh yeah, it's a huge rendering engine. So much work.
Runs on Catalina, right?
Procedurally generated clothing.
All right, second burp. I want to hurt a little bit. We're doing a burp compilation that's going to go on our OnlyFans, so please check it out. Yep, we bought all those graphics cards. You better believe it. Are you streaming tomorrow? Are you streaming something tomorrow, or you're taking a break?
No breaks. Tomorrow I will be streaming either the brand new Chaplain on Bike, or I will be painting a like 3rd or 4th edition Chaplain on Bike. Probably the brand new Chaplain on Bike. Depends when it arrives.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see me paint something a little bit more 40k, you're in luck. But I'll probably paint silly weird stuff also. Because I own a lot of silly weird stuff that needs to get painted.
We should make miniatures.
Yes.
We should make miniatures for ourselves.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
I thought you were painting the kitchen next.
All right. I wish I had some Sarah McLachlan music to go over this, but here we are. We've got Salamander jumping over a log. We're holding a little sword. We got the cute little salamander with a pair of sais, and he's kind of got old man eyes. He's kind of got big old bags under his eyes. We've got the guy throwing a Hail Mary giant shuriken. We've got the rider wearing some nice armor, carrying a big old sword, and of course we got Nanners, who's my new favorite thing. He's Oprah's favorite thing also. And to finish it out, we got the fan. Love the fan guy.
I'm a fanboy.
Well, it's been great, guys. Have a good night.
Been good. Our new video tomorrow.
Yeah, new video tomorrow. Should be a fun one.
Very fun.
Yeah, most of our videos suck, but the new one coming out is going to be great.
Oh my god.
No, all of our videos are great. Nanners is going to go on one of the 5 bases. The rider is on top of Nanners. Good night, everybody.
Yay. Good night.
And